on the verge of full epileptic. You know what I mean?
Apocalyptic.
Something like that. It was a great race. That was the sprint car race of the year so far. Just because of what was on the line. 4 consecutive wins, a new driver showing up, leading the whole deal. The finish was just so close. I mean, that again was, if you didn't know better, you couldn't write a script like that. You just can't.
And Tanner Holmes looked good in there too.
Well, and that's another thing. Tanner was there for and this kid's 15 years old.
Yeah.
And Nissa Curtis is 17. You look at Enrique Jaime, another young guy. I mean, these kids in these sprint cars are so fast and they're so good when they develop their sprint car skills. We'll call them that. Okay. I mean, a lot of these guys come up out of cage carts. Tanner's established at 15 years old. It's crazy to say he's an established driver.
He doesn't act 15 years old, though.
This kid is – here's the thing with Tanner Holmes. You show up. You know he's young. You don't expect him to be 15. But you talk to him, and this is like talking – it's like watching the young guys interview after a NASCAR win. He's on that – he's got that professional mentality. He's got the swag. He's got that – he's a good-looking young kid. He's just kind of like what you expect to see to go to the next level.
The world is his.
Well, and at 15 years old, it is because you don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna give some kudos. I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna give some kudos to Cox and Holmes because I talked to them this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
First and second.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
First and second.
Not surprised.
And I walked out there, and I'd met him 3 or 4 times at Southern Oregon, and I'd met Cox just that one time at Southern Oregon.
No, you weren't on the Victor Visit this year, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the Victor Visit this year to Shriners.
Well, no, I went with the Shriners.
Yeah, he was there this year.
Okay.
You met him there.
But I met him there. But anyway, I was kind of surprised. As took back, I walked down and Tanner goes, "Hey, how are you?" And I walk over and Kinzer says, "Have you posted that video yet?"
I love it.
And I'm going to look up and I see that big nice Moxie decal on his car,
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah," I said, you guys did look awesome. I mean,
that was a great race.
Awesome.
What was funny was the whole conversation we've had about those stickers and what comes with it. When we were actually walking through the pits getting drivers to sign, I can't 3 or 4 guys from Kinzer Cox crew pitched in for the fun.
Yeah.
Kinzer signed the helmet, and I think it was it you or Ed that had the Moxie stickers?
I did.
He had him
Ed
for a
had
while,
him.
and then I took him over.
Ed had them, and I looked at Kinzer and I said, there's a bare spot right back there on that wing that Moxie sticker fit just perfect on. He goes, yeah, and I said, they're worth 2 tenths. And he says, put it on.
Actually,
he needed it. It wasn't 2 tenths of a second at the stripe. I mean, it was not that close. It was just funny how I just kind of thought to myself that, not
So
that
that is spreading around the pits now because we've been joking about
it is. It's the joke.
The past couple weekends, and Ed and I got in this conversation with one of the drivers about the small sticker is only
the dwarf
1/10.
cars.
Right.
Oh, how
Yes,
funny.
that's 1/10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, give me a big one then.
Yeah.
I want 2 tenths.
Yeah.
And it's like if you
funny.
want 2, I guess you may get 4 tenths.
Well,
That's right. He said, "Well, give me 2 of the small ones, and that'll be 1/10 on this side and 1/10 on that side."
It's just so funny how
Isn't that hilarious? I love how that started too.
Yeah.
That totally started out as a joke. I think last season.
Last season, yeah.
Last
Yeah.
season,
I was the
and-
instigator on that thing.
Yeah.
But Corey's the one that told him to give him 2 tenths.
Okay.
And then that driver won the feature by 2 tenths.
well,
for his
and
first
that's
win.
yeah, that's
For his first win, yeah.
hilarious.
So that's kind of been the running play with the stickers. But
So now it's kind of carrying on, and people are seeing that, and they think it's comical. They think it's great.
it's
and
fun.
Yep.
I'm hearing now that everybody wants the big stickers
We-
because we ran out the
totally,
first couple
I
weekends.
know.
Now, the
did.
great big ones, that's 6/10, right?
That's
gotta
up,
be a
that's
half
up
a
for
second.
debate, I guess. I mean,
well,
really.
that one we give away was the big one.
Yeah, you're pushing a
And that
full
was-
second on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, it does slick up that side.
I do like
Yeah.
the big ones though. We're gonna have to.
Those
get
are
some
hard.
more of
Well,
those.
they're 9 inches high and 27 inches wide. I mean,
Yeah.
So that's a sideboard.
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
Or a whole.
Or a whole hood on a
Hood,
car.
yes.
Because there's
Yes.
multiple out there that have them on the hoods of their cars right now.
yes.
One guy asked me, I asked him, I said, do you want a sticker? And he goes, yeah, just slap one on there. you don't just walk up to a car and slap on
No,
a
you
sticker,
don't,
for
no.
God's sakes, you
No.
know. And I'm going, no. I want you to put it. No. Just put it back wherever you want to put it. And I go, I'm pretty leery about that because I don't want to take a big sponsor area away. You know?
Yeah.
Well, right. You want to be respectful. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But you don't go up and put stuff on people's cars.
Nope.
You know,
No, even when I'm positioning cameras.
you get your arms broke.
Or your noggin.
Noggin nog.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to talk about the month of August coming up at Southern Oregon Speedway.
Oh, full month.
It starts August 3rd. Okay.
It's
this
coming Saturday night.
Right. We have the third annual Hertz Precision Parts Cascade Wingless Sprint Car Challenge. $3,500 to win for the 360 wingless sprint cars. On that card, late models, late model lights, and dwarf cars. So four good divisions. Yes. The following week, August 10th, is the Ironhead Nationals. It's $2,000 to win for the wing sprint cars. With them on the card, we have the IMCA Modifieds, the Sport Mods, Mini Stocks, and Hornets. August 17th, very big night at Southern Oregon Speedway, Hall of Fame night. Okay. Late models, Modifieds, Sport Mods, Mini Stocks, Hornets. August 24th, obviously we've been talking about it a lot. $4,000 to wins for the late models. Okay, with late models that night, we have the wing sprint cars, the mini stocks, the Hornets, the late model lights, and the hard tops. Okay. We go to August 31st, and that's night number 1 of the third annual R. Charles Snyder Salute Modified Sport Mods and Dwarf Cars. 3 cars, 3 divisions on hand that night. Night number 2 is September 1st. We're going to count that as part of this August deal. Okay. Night number 2 of the Snyder Salute, $5,000 to win for the modifieds. 5 G's on the line. Okay.
This is Friday night and Saturday night?
This is Friday and Saturday night. No, yes. Should be a Friday. August 31st, I believe, is a Friday. Am I right?
I don't know. Hang
Yeah,
on.
pulling
I'll
up
tell you.
Anyway.
calendar
One
right
second.
now.
Anyway, it could be Saturday, Sunday. Night number 2, we're going to add a division. So we're going to have the modifieds, sport mods, dwarf cars, and the pro stocks.
31st and 1st?
Yes.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday and
Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second is Labor Day.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a 3-day weekend for
Yep.
everybody.
And we're going to need that third day to recover.
Thank goodness.
Okay. So that's the month of August. When I said August was a big month at Southern Oregon
It's
Speedway,
huge.
this is the biggest
Well, it's
month
gonna
of
go out-
racing at any track in the Northwest. Every single race is a big money show for one of the divisions.
Money month.
We'll call it great job.
There
we'll
you
call
go.
it Money
Money
Month.
Money month.
It's the money month.
That's right. We'll call it Money Month. And then we move into September. Like I said, September 7th and 14th, Championship Night 1 is late models, mini stocks, late model lights, and the wing sprint cars. And then the following week is Championship Night number 2 with wing sprint cars, modifieds, sport mods, and the dwarf cars. So we're getting right down towards the end of race season. We don't have a whole bunch left, but from here on out,
Full action.
it's big shows.
We're going to be in high gear from now on.
That we are. His busy season's winding down at work. Ours is just cranking up. Okay, ours is just cranking up. Now,
I got to hit rev limiter.
other news I wanted to talk about was the track that we're building.
Yep.
You guys have all seen this thing. You guys have all come out and kind of helped put in some thoughts and
Well, I
ideas.
stupid-vised a little bit.
Well, every little bit of input does help. We've had a couple of people come out. This last week, well, the week before I had one, and then just a couple days ago had another very established racer in the late model and kart ranks come out and take a look, and his eyebrows went up, and I told him what we're going to do, and he kind of says, wow, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be a fast track. I said, yeah, but it's going to be technical. It's going to be technical. It's going to, you got to get through the corners to win here. It's going to be, he says, I can't wait to get out here and run. This is going to be a lot of fun. And so we were originally scheduled for the heavy equipment to be here on Sunday. Okay. That has been changed to Saturday.
It's going to happen when we're not here. But
So here's the thing.
gonna
We're
get
all
here
going to get to
early.
see the track together for the first time. We've
Well-
all seen where it's at. We're all at a point now where the equipment we have is beyond what we can do, what we want to do with it. So we're bringing in the heavy equipment. We're bringing in a company, okay, that specializes in this type of work to do this, and they are very, very good. They're going to come out with all the equipment needed. They're going to get this thing done. I am hoping to have the clay here by then. If not, we're going to have to do that ourselves. That's not going to be fun.
This
That's gonna
Saturday or
be-
next Saturday?
This Saturday.
This Saturday, the heavy equipment's coming in.
So how are we going to get the clay in that quick? I'm
I'm-
sawdusting, man.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it. I at this point am going to say we're probably going to have to do that after the fact that, when the track gets built. Right now the foundation is cut out, filled dirt, it's been lasered, it's been graded, everything's really, really close. They'll do some final grade on it. The banking will go on. We did work on a little bit of straightaway banking. Dave worked on straightaway banking.
I saw them pictures.
The front stretch has got a little banking to
You
it.
know, and I will say, everybody says that comes out and actually, there's been several people that have come out and actually seen the track in person and said those pictures just don't. You
They
just
They don't do it.
It doesn't
justice.
do
They
justice.
don't.
They
You know how
don't.
hard
It
it is
looks
to
like
capture banking.
It's hard.
Yeah, on a photo, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
even in person, doing the thing that we did with the drone when we first got to Southern Oregon Speedway. It's standing out there trying to figure out how low Ed could go. Because it's deceiving.
Yeah, I
You
got that
can't
wide
see
awake,
it.
that wide awake feeling that night when thought I was off the track and started to go out toward the turn. And all of a sudden, I started seeing blades of grass.
Yeah,
I'm going,
right. Whoops, I better go up. But it's coming along. It's looking pretty fantastic. And, yeah, I don't know where we're going to.
Well, I know. I will say this. We will at least get a practice session, if not a race in, before summer's over. We will. I've got the clay coming. It's just we can't get it until a certain farmer gives our guy the go ahead to go and get it. Now, here's the thing. That track we're building, 41 loads of clay is what's needed. If we go 6 inches deep all the way around. 41 truckloads. Okay? We can't get that clay until they harvest a field here in the Mid-Willamette Valley. And then once that field is harvested, they bring in the guy that's bringing us our clay. He goes in with his equipment, scoops out the ditches along that deal, and he says he gets really good clay out of there. And I said, well, I need 41 truckloads. He goes, I'm going to have just about that many coming out of those ditches.
And
I
he's
said-
going to need a place to dump it.
No,
But
that's exactly why we're
unfortunately,
getting it.
Yeah.
it's after the heavy
It's-
equipment
right.
leaves. I mean, you can't.
Well, we got shovels.
And then we're going to put
You know
to
what?
use.
And we've got small tractors. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do.
But we will get that track, at the very least, a practice session, if not a race on it before the season's over.
We do have a couple neighbors that we can talk to too.
Yeah, we've got
Not
some.
to-
We've got some heavy equipment
Well,
around us.
we-
It's just a matter of getting it here.
Yeah.
And again, there's that money game.
Well, guys don't loan their equipment out. They just don't.
Well, of course not.
They run their. I mean,
That's
I.
a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
They
the
run
stuff
their own
that's
stuff.
coming is top dollar stuff. So,
I wouldn't even know how to run it.
I wouldn't even want to try to run it. I'll tell
It's
you
not,
that.
it's not that.
I know.
Piece of cake.
I know.
Not when you're
Ed-
running
Ed
blades
can
that
do it.
wide.
Ed can do it.
Working, that was
He's
my,
done it though.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
that was my philosophy back when I first started. After I got out of the military, I worked on heavy equipment and dozers and tanks and you name it. Corey just sank over here. He just dove into the river. But no, I was, in the
Sound like- I
military,
think
the
he drowned.
last
Nemo.
6 years, I worked in heavy equipment, special purpose. That's where I got my start really. And then once I got out, I started into heavy equipment big time. And my philosophy's always been, heavy equipment, big trucks, semis. If you can't operate it or you can't drive it, you don't know what the operator's trying to tell you or the driver's trying to tell you.
Right.
If they have a problem, you want them to come in and say, well, that the blinker fluid's low. Well, okay, yeah, I know exactly where that blinker fluid label is. We'll put blinker fluid in it, and the canubulator valve's broke, and I need
funny.
about another 10 gallons of boost in it. But other than that, being facetious, but if you understand the equipment and you can run the equipment, and the guy comes in and says, I have this problem and it does this really weird thing, then you know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You've been there, you've done it, you felt it.
Well, the guys that are coming in to do this, okay, these guys don't do little jobs. So to get these guys here,
You have to do it when you can get them.
Well, yeah,
That's
and
just-
that's just they
that's just
say
it.